This is the plaintiff, David D. He says he drives a cab and took the defendant home one night after a lot of drinking. And when they arrived at his place, the guy got out of the cab without paying and ran off. He chased the guy, grabbed his cell phone as collateral, and that's when he attacked him. The defendant beat him, broke his dental work, and bruised his face. He called the cops. They found the plaintiff hiding in the bushes, arrested him, and he wants his justice here and now. So he's suing for $1,800 for new teeth, lost wages, and emotional distress. This is the defendant, Jeremy Roth. He says he tried to pay the plaintiff with his credit card, but the guy demanded cash. He told him he didn't have any and to wait while he ran upstairs to get some. The plaintiff jumped out of the car, grabbed his cell phone, and they got into a shoving match, and then the cops came. Now the guy's claiming his false teeth came out. Please, he was just defending himself. He's accused of running out on a cabbie.
All parties, please raise your right hand. You seated? Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
Welcome.
David Addy, you are suing Jeremy Roth for $1,800 that you say you are out in lost wages, emotional stress, and dental work based on a scuffle that you had with Mr. Roth. Tell me what happened.
Okay, yeah, Your Honor, it was the night of, it was a Saturday night on July 27th, 2012. It was a busy night. We had a big festival in Milwaukee. It's called Brady Street.
It's called what?
Brady Street. Like Tom Brady, you know, the quarterback.
Brady. Okay, gotcha. That did it for me.
So Brady Street Festival, it was a lot. I mean, they close up like big section of the city. So there's a lot of drinking going on and everything. It was a crazy night. Then I see the defendant right here. He flagged me down. He looks like totally drunk. So I got him home safely. He lives like in a fancy complex.
And it's just him alone?
Just him.
Okay.
He got normally, I won't let people, you know, sit in the front. So he just got on the front. I just let him. Okay. So he fall asleep. No problem. So I stopped. I pull up. So I'm waiting for him to pay me. So he got out of the cab and he said, "Where's my wallet?" I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Sir, you need to pay me." Then he exited the cab and he started walking. So I was following him. I said, "I'm sorry, you need to pay me." He said, "You're not going inside." I said, "I am going with you inside. You need to pay me. You know, I work hard for my money." He said, "You're not going." Well, luckily, the key wouldn't work. So then he got a phone call. When he got the phone call, and he was almost in.
How much was the fare, by the way?
$25.
Okay.
Which in the same place.
Hold on, it's not your turn yet. Hold on. Go ahead.
$25. So once he's in, I'm screwed. You know, he can laugh at me. He can give me a goodbye. You know, it's a glass, door. So luckily the door went open. Then I think somebody tried to open the door for him. Then I snatched the phone from his hand. And
you stole his phone?
I didn't steal his phone, man.
You took it as collateral?
As a collateral, so I was going to take it to the police station.
You stole his phone from him as collateral, all right?
I didn't steal, I snatched.
I didn't steal. I need to see if any defendant anywhere charged with robbery says, "I didn't steal, I snatched." Yeah. Okay, so you snatch a phone and what?
If you look at it,
I don't want to argue about it. I just want to know what you did. So you snatch a phone because you didn't want him walking in, and then what happened? The
way I look at it, it's like I have $25, and he put his hand in my pocket. So he took $25.
I know. So you take the phone.
As a collateral.
Okay.
So I proceeded to go back to my cab, because my cab, it was just in the middle of the parking lot. And then, all of a sudden, he came after me like from behind. I had no idea. I had no clue. So he grabbed me, from my neck and choked me, threw my face on the ground. And then he put his knee, against my face. And then I couldn't breathe at that time. And I feel like, because I'm wearing a dental partial, I can feel it like it's getting loose, Plus I couldn't breathe. Then he moved his knee to my chest. Then I had it. The altercation took like maybe 10, 15 seconds. That's when I threw the phone. Because that's it. I was out of it.
Right.
So then he stood up and he told me, you want to take my phone? I'll show you. I'll show you with the bad language. Anyways, he grabbed his phone and he ran away behind the building. There was like nice landscaping, bushes and stuff, and he hid there. That's when I called 911.
So what did the police
They came in, they said, what's going on? I told them he's hiding somewhere. All I told them is hiding somewhere. So they all came like with flashlights and everything.
And then how did they find him?
Well, he was hiding in the bushes, you know.
So was he still crouched when the police put
Yeah, with the flashlight.
Okay, so they see him crouched.
Well, he came out like this, you know.
Oh, he did come out.
Right, like
Okay,
he gave
that's
up,
what-
you know.
okay. All right.
And then the squads, they split. Then they took his side, and I took my side. So I told them exactly what
Okay,
happened.
can I see the police report?
Absolutely.
So what happened to, you're suing for $800 for dental work. Tell me about that.
This is my partial right here. It's broke.
Okay.
There is no, you know, it's wasted right now. It's right
Okay,
here.
now, nobody
It's
wants
clean.
to touch your dental.
It's not,
You put it in a cup. Here's a cup. Put it in a cup or something. Okay, do you have dental records from the dentist that shows that he had to replace it because it was
Well,
cracked?
this is from my dentist, actually.
I know. So let me see the dental records. Thank you. Then you're also suing for lost wages.
You have the police report?
Right. This happened around 1 o'clock, you know, and the busy time for us, it was like bar close between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So I have to go to the police station.
Okay,
The defendant
so why
got
are you
arrested.
suing for $500? Are you implying you make $500 on one night?
At that particular night, yes,
Okay, you're gonna have to prove that.
because it's a busy night.
No, I know, but other than saying, other than you saying it, you need to prove it to me. Show me other busy nights where you have receipts that would
Well, it's-
prove,
basically it's a
your
cash
W-2,
Yeah.
something that would prove to me that you make that kind of money in one night.
Well, night driving, Your Honor, is
You
Monday
don't have
through.
proof? Oh my God, I was about to drink my coffee.
Yeah, please.
I thought it was gum for a second. Okay. Okay, I need to see the dental records. Is that this?
That's the bill.
No, I don't want just the bill. I want the dental records. This happened in July. This was in December.
This is, I went to get an estimate.
Okay, but I need to have proof that after this event, not 6 months after, which is this, but after this event, as a result of this event, he cracked you can't just say it, you got to prove it. I need to have the proof that he cracked your piece then, in July. Do you have that proof?
It was not cracked. I was wearing it. It was working.
Okay. What happened?
Like you said, I flagged him down after getting some drinks over at Birdie Festival.
Were you drunk?
I was.
Okay.
I did
How
have
often
too
do you
much.
stiff cabbies like this?
Never.
Okay. This is your first time?
Well, I didn't try to stiff him in any way. Basically, I didn't get into the front seat. I got into the back seat of the car.
I'm sorry. Why didn't you pay the guy? Because we all know you didn't pay the guy. So why didn't you pay the guy?
Because I left my business card at the last place I was at.
Your
So
business card? What is that? He doesn't want your business card. He wants your money.
Well, right. I wanted to pay with my debit card, which is my business card.
Oh, you mean your business credit card?
Right.
I thought you just meant a business card.
Right.
Okay.
And I had another-
You left your business card in the last place you were at. Go
Correct. So basically, I had told them I'm going to go ahead and go into my place. I'll go get another form of payment for you, either cash or I have another card there for him.
Okay.
So basically,
on. So if that's the case, why couldn't he just accompany you upstairs? Why did there have to be animosity?
I was ready to get to that point. Basically, he was running after me already after I
Running
told him I was
after you?
gonna go
Why,
there.
how did you get loose from him? Why would he have to run after you? I don't even understand.
no
why would
idea.
there be a
That's-
distance between you and him?
That's why we're here right now.
No, we're here right now because you were trying to stiff him. That's why we're here. Now tell me about how he grabs your phone.
Well, he grabbed my phone and I asked him what he was doing and I put him to the ground defending myself.
Oh, defending yourself or getting your phone back?
Both.
I mean, he wasn't attacking you. He had turned around and what?
I said it was kind of a joke. He shouldn't have ran up to me in the first place and then tried to run
No,
away
what
with
did he
my
do
phone.
once he took your phone away?
What did he do? They basically started walking backwards towards his car.
Towards his car.
So,
He's
yeah.
taking your phone.
Right.
So you stopped him from stealing your phone. I mean,
Correct.
Okay. So how did you stop him?
How did I stop him? I put him to the ground.
Right. And then what was there restitution in the? Did you have a criminal case?
It wasn't criminal. It was just a city ordinance.
What was the city ordinance?
Basically for disorderly conduct and then theft of services or whatever. But
Did you plead guilty?
I did.
And then
Or actually no contest.
okay,
And then,
you plead no contest, which
correct.
means you are not admitting your guilt, but you want the case to be over with.
Correct.
So, and then the judge made you pay $25?
Well, basically he told us to, we took like a timeout and together we were supposed to figure out an amount of money that would basically please him. So
Who's
he can get
we
paid.
took a timeout?
Him and I, David Addy.
Okay,
So-
did you have a lawyer? No.
No.
Okay, so the judge said, why don't you two work it out?
I've never heard of it before.
Wait. Why don't you two beat the bejesus out of each other a few nights ago, work it out. You guys go outside, let us know how it goes. Okay, are you kidding me?
Well,
seriously? You guys were in fist fights.
Well, the judge said there's 2 policemen over there. There's no way that you guys could get an altercation. So I told Mr. Addy that I would give him $100 for, the time lost. I apologize for the situation that happened. I did have too much to drink that night, and I'd like to go ahead and settle up with you.
And did you give him $100?
He wouldn't accept it.
He wouldn't accept it. So what ended up happening?
The judge said, now, if you want to accept it, then how much is the cab fee? He said $25. He said, you'll get your $25 check. And, if you can't agree on anything else, then that's what it is.
Okay, what is this supposed to be a picture of?
This is the injuries I got, remember, because my face was swollen.
Okay, you're going to have to come and show me where the injury is. Come over here.
Okay.
Show me what I should be looking at.
Yeah, because this is the police, a digital camera. So they're the one they take those pictures. So there's one up here, and this is one right here.
Okay, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, but this is like the third copy.
If you want to receive $500 for emotional stress, which I assume is because of the beating you say he gave you, I would like to see injury in order to understand that, or a doctor's report. Go ahead and go back to the podium and let me ask you some questions. Did you go to see a doctor after this?
No, ma'am.
See, I got to tell you, let me tell you a couple things. One, you're suing for $800 for dental work. I have to be able to see that any dental work that you received an estimate for was as a result of something that happened in this, quote, attack. You call it an attack. He calls it, I'm trying to get my phone back because he robbed me. Okay. Regardless of which of the two it is, all right, I have to know that this $800 in dental work happened during the attack. What proof of that do you have? Is it in the police report where you say, oh my God, and you pull out? No, it's not. As a matter of fact, it's blatantly lacking from the police report. Is there a dental visit that you paid the next day or 2 days later? No. In fact, that's blatantly missing. The best you have is 6 months later, 5 months later, you go and you've gotten a quote for getting a new bridge. So that's not going to cut it.
Your Honor.
Lost wages, $500 for the night. I ask you if you have any proof that you make $500 a night. You do not. And then $500 for emotional stress. I think that your time is worth something in having to stay there and deal with it if I find that his actions are what caused you to stay there and deal with it. I'm not sure why you rejected the $100.
He didn't even offer that. It was a lie, Your Honor.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So can the cabbie snatch the guy's cell phone as collateral?
Why not?
I don't think he could do it at all because I feel like maybe he didn't drive it the correct way.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Let's say he drove the correct way. Let's say everything was fine. Is he still allowed to take somebody's property to secure payment and kind of strong-arm the guy?
No, he can't do that. He has to file for it. He has to file a small...
Anybody think he can do it? Anybody think, why not?
Well, I think it's kind of something that, you would think that as...
I called like a crime?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's like a crime going inside the courtroom.
So, what do I think that this case is worth above and beyond the $25 fee? I think that he owes you another $100 for wasting your time because you probably ended up about 4 fares out while you were standing there waiting for the police to do whatever it is that they had to do. So I'm going to order you to pay him $100. That's my judgment.
Well, it wasn't a total loss for the cabbie. He was able to come out of this with a $100 award. What's your feeling on that?
Well, I was really disappointed. The reason I came to this country for the system justice here, and I didn't get what I deserved.
The system requires proof, and proving it is difficult for you. It was difficult to prove.
My portion got broken.
I know, but why did you tell the police? Why isn't it on the police report?
But they didn't put it in the police report.
What's the judge supposed to do if it's not in there?
But it's obviously there's injuries in the police report. It says the injuries in there and everything. I mean, all this police report is totally on my side. But I'm
tough
really
job.
disappointed.
Driving a cab is a tough job.
Yeah, I make a lot of people don't know how good they have it here in this country.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you.
I work hard for my money.
I know you do.
And look what happened.
Well, keep working hard. All right. All right. Step on in here. What about this?
I pretty much don't have really any comment at this time. It kind of speaks for itself what was said today.
Well, the judge did say, though, that she's pretty convinced you did try to stiff the guy.
Yeah, and nothing would have ever happened if you would have just let me get into my place before running after me to get my phone. So,
yeah, you should have taken the 100, huh?
Yeah.
Harvey?
I got to tell you, if you are injured, you should tell the cops on the scene and see a doctor the next day to establish what your injury is, and then maintain records on everything from how you feel, the pain and suffering, and whatnot. It will serve you well in the end. We'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.